President Biden delivering remarks just moments ago in the Rose Garden after his White House physician says that he has tested negative for COVID-19 and has completed those 5 full days of isolation. President Biden will continue to wear a mask for 10 days and test regularly. He says he's feeling great. For more, let's bring in politics reporter Brittany Shepard, also ABC News medical contributor and chief innovation officer at Boston Children's Hospital, Dr. John Brownstein, also ABC News senior policy reporter Ann Flaherty. All right, John, let's start with you. From a medical perspective, the president stood up there and said, hey, fear no more. You can get COVID and you can make it. Look at me, my age, my underlying conditions. Look at the power of Paxlovid, the antiviral. What was your takeaway as he moves forward? What was the message? Did it work? Did it get through, you think, to our nation?
Well, Kira, you know, this is the course of infection that you hope to see. Symptoms are mild, recovery is quick, he's feeling great, and he's out of isolation. He's using that testing to come out of isolation, the 2 negative rapid tests. That's different, of course, than CDC guidelines, which don't require a test to come out of isolation. So it's a much more stringent definition of coming out of isolation. That being said, he's going to wear a mask and get tested. We're going to look for that rebound. But overall, it's really positive news that he is now recovered and feeling great. And I think it's such an important message. We have the majority of this country in high-risk areas because of this highly transmissible BA.5 variant. And this is a testament to the value of vaccines, the value of treatment, all these tools that we have essentially available to every American right now. So really important message to get out there that, of course, this virus is spreading, but we have the ability to limit severe illness and death if we apply these tools.
And is it a testament to the tools? We heard a lot about Paxlovid. You know, there's been back and forth on whether the risk is worth the reward. There's been a small amount of people that experienced rebound COVID after taking that antiviral. But the president really took an opportunity here to say, hey, look, not only can you get your free boosters, your free tests, but the antiviral has been a miracle for me, and it can be for you.
Yeah, Kira, I remember back in January when the Omicron crush came and everybody was looking for this Paxlovid. You know, particularly if you are older, over 65, 70 years old, this is really a life-saving treatment. And I was talking to doctors who were rationing it. They were only giving it to people who were unvaccinated because unvaccinated people were considered at such high risk of dying and ending up in the hospital. So really a testament to how far we've come even since January. You know, I do think that we've talked about this, the split screen between President Trump and President Biden when President Trump got it and he had to get on a helicopter and be airlifted to Walter Reed. That's a huge difference. And, you know, the strain on the healthcare providers, it's just not what it once was. So this absolutely is a victory lap for Biden. But I will say that there's things that they have to watch in coming days. They're going to be watching his symptoms for that rebound. You can rebound even if you don't take Paxlovid. So they'll be looking at him very closely for that.
Indeed. And Brittany, you know, it was just a week ago. All the critics were out there saying, see, he's older. Now he's got COVID. He's isolated. He was supposed to make a big trip to Pennsylvania that day, a political event, and wasn't able to do so because he tested positive. So there was already this talk about this doesn't look good politically for him, especially moving forward to 2024. Does today change that attitude in any way?
Well, the White House certainly hope it does. And that kind of attacks weren't just coming from Republicans. It's coming from inside of his own party. Folks all the way up really worried that he's not going to be able to hit the ground and work the trail like when he's best. When does Biden best connect with the American public? When he's on that rope line, when he's talking to voters. So the White House is thinking, okay, what can we do to change the narrative, to course correct? And it's to bring Biden out as a consoler in chief. Everyone loves Uncle Joe. How do we repaint that picture in front of the American people? And I think that's by bringing Joe Biden out to the Rose Garden and say, I've done this without any fear. It's the beginning of a very long narrative correction that the White House and national Democrats have in front of them, not just to November, but to whenever presidential challenges come from Republicans, from Trump, and God knows who else between now and 2 years from now. But I do think that today is a small success in the beginning of a much, much larger uphill climb that we're going to see from here in Washington.
So a moment of strength, Brittany, for the president today?
I would say so, but it's a moment that has to be repeated again, again, again. I think the question is, can Democrats strike lightning twice?
All right, Brittany Shepard, John Brownstein, and Flaherty, thank you so much. Once again, the president giving those remarks from the Rose Garden, saying that he has now tested negative after living in isolation, carrying out his duties, he says, from the White House. And now it'll be politics as usual.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.